Welcome back. You're watching Choice 2017 here on KTN News. We are focusing on the battle for the Rift, barely 7 months to the August 8th general election. Frank, the Walter Chesang in Nakuru did mention that maybe the region is too focused, Jubilee is too focused on 2022 politics and not caring about what the people want for now.
No, I think it's wrong criticism from him. Politics has been and will always be about interests. And it's about what we want to do now, what we want to do tomorrow, what we want to do 10 years from now. And what helps us get there is to get into political offices. So as a critic, Chesang, I mean, it's within his right to mention that. And if he purports to belong to Kanu, I mean, I think there is no point flagging a dead horse anymore. Kanu in itself, we're not even aware of the structures they have. We do not see them active. So he should tell us what kind of ideology he's fronting. And I mean, how is he going to do things differently? Because it's easier to criticize a laid egg than to lay one. At least Jubilee is in place. We have had challenges in the past. We are preparing for the challenges in the future. We have at least we have structures now in all the 47 counties of this country. We have aspirants in the most number of political seats, and we are trying to get together to get the best possible nomination, which will give us the best possible candidates, which Margareta has alluded here before. And then we are ready for battle.
Let me get his response on that. Walter, do you think Kanu as a party is dead, as Frank here is saying?
Well, when you talk about Jubilee and Kanu and others, it does not mean that you are in Kanu or you are in Jubilee or others. As my friend there is, Kirwa is saying, what we are saying is, if we have to build a very strong party, we have to address issues that affect the people, we have to get organized, we have to move together. And I don't agree with Kirwa about labeling me in that manner, but we are saying that Jubilee must prepare, and it must prepare well. Look at the further apathy. It is because maybe the people are saying they have nothing to lose, whether they vote in Jubilee or not in 2017. And so we need to really look at issues that affect the people of Rift Valley. We need to encourage them to register in large numbers as voters, not really to brush aside every issue here. So what I'm trying to say is that there are issues, yes. It is affecting the Jubilee party, and it is giving people options to really relook at Kanu afresh and build their hopes there.
All right. Let's find out what Kiro has to say from the North Rift. Abraham, what is your take on Kanu as a political party? Is it an option to disgruntled, Kenyans there? And what do you think about the issue of voter apathy?
Thank you again, Ben. On the issue of Kanu in the North Rift, because I talk from the ground and on a daily basis, I engage these people. My view is that Kanu has an uphill task. Kanu has a long way to go, and it cannot be a competition at the moment to Jubilee, especially here in the North Rift, and especially Eldoret, Nandi, maybe Baringo a little bit. You might get a little bit of Kanu, but I can tell you this: it will take some time for Kanu to regain its glory. It will take some time for Kanu to really get more members and to compete fairly with Jubilee. At the moment, I don't see any competition here in the North Rift for Jubilee party, but Kanu has quite a ways to go for it to prove to be a real competitor.
All right, let me ask Margareta about rubbishing Kanu, but it has some support also in West Pokot, doesn't it?
Yeah, it has some support in West Pokot. What I would say is that Kanu, really the support that you see in Kanu is individual based. For example, if you go to Baringo, you'll find the Baringo people. They would support Gideon Moi, who is incidentally the chairman of Kanu, as an individual. But I don't think they move in as people now supporting the institution called Kanu. Same case to the ones in Pokot. Look at even the change. The current governor in Pokot was elected on Kanu. Several MPs were elected in Kanu. Yes. And they have the audacity to shift and go to Jubilee. That tells you that really the ground is not 100% or is not so much in terms of supporting the political outfit, but the individuals. Who sought the tickets.
Let's talk about that, Frank, and how important is, or otherwise, is Gideon Moi to William Ruto's maybe place or position as the leader of the Rift Valley, his positioning himself for 2022. How big a threat is Gideon Moi to him?
Okay, without wanting to be rude, I think trying to bring in Kanu at this point is like really we're trying to flog a dead horse, because Gideon Moi has got his own ambitions for 2022, but what is he doing to actualize those ambitions? He's not, Kanu is not, I've never heard anything about Kanu registering members. I just heard today on my way here that they have decided to field their own presidential candidate. Now, that is contrary to what they did before. We have a very powerful person in the name of a Secretary General. Half of the time he's spending in, I don't know, NASA or is it COD, singing into his own agenda. So they have no structures, they have no one voice they're speaking as Kanu. So as of Gideon Moi chances in 2022, I think it's too far-fetched. Nothing is being done now, nothing is in the pipeline. And unless we are expecting a miracle, then I do not see him offering any serious threat.
Margaret, what's your take on an individual basis, Gideon Moi versus William Ruto? Is that battle real or is it imagined?
I wouldn't say it is real, because really I haven't seen them battle anywhere. Deputy President is the Deputy President. He's clear on his agenda in 2022. Gideon is my friend. He is also probably thinking. He's thinking.
Dreaming or thinking.
He's thinking. So I know probably, I didn't hear, I'm behind the news. You say that they're fielding a presidential candidate. I hope it's going to be
They advertised today in the
press.
Yes, they said every member has a chance.
I hope it's going to be Gideon. So, right. Yeah. So in terms of posing a really serious, danger, maybe not. But in terms of making the reality of Ruto presidency in 22, Gideon is important. He's part and parcel of the leadership of this community. If we are able to, if William Ruto is able to galvanize the whole community with William Ruto and all other people, it will enhance his chances of moving forward. Because currently we see him as now the most clear person in terms of the path that he wants to travel in 2022.
Well, what's going to happen in 5 years?
Yep.
Or 6?
Yeah, definitely.
Let me get your final thought, Walter. What is your view on Deputy President William Ruto's 2022 presidential bid or dreams? You have criticized that already on the show, but what is your take on that versus also Gideon Moi's position in the Rift Valley?
Generally speaking, Gideon is a very likable person. He's polite, very persuasive, as compared to the very abrasive nature of the deputy president, and he can galvanize the region very easily, because people tend to trust him, and I don't think by saying you will be standing in 2022 and Kanu is already expressing, advertising for the position of president, Gideon can easily galvanize this region, and it will be a very interesting development in the next few weeks or so.
All right, thank you so much. Abraham, do you think Gideon Moi will be a problem for William Ruto in 2017 and 2022? What is your take on that?
Well, for 2022, it's too early to gauge at the moment. 5 years in politics is a lifetime. But as for now, Gideon is not truly a threat for William Ruto. He is not an issue at the moment. And I don't think if for 2017, William has galvanized the region very well and is done very well in bringing everybody together. But for 2022, we are yet to see.
All right.
But if we were to judge by things as it stands, William has an advantage come 2022.
All right, thanks. Frank, let me get your final thoughts. How important will Rift Valley be for Jubilee or for the election in August?
Okay, of course, Rift Valley is a stronghold to Jubilee. We could see from 2013 numbers. And what we are doing again in 2017 is that we are preparing to even become a bigger contribution to that. We know how much votes we contributed in 2017. We have a target to at least give a significant increase in that. That's why we are mobilizing our people to vote. We are highlighting to our people why we need to continue with the vision that we've had. We are getting all numbers on board. We are getting everybody who can vote to be able to participate in these elections. We are trying to tell those who have been hesitant about doing this why they need to register numbers. And we are very important. We are looking at an extra probably over 1.3, 1.4 million votes that we want each of everyone.
Right. So far, Rift Valley is leading in the latest numbers. Two questions for you finally, Margaret. How important is Rift Valley, and what is your plan for Kipkelion West?
First of all, I'll start with the region.
Yes.
Rift Valley is very, very extremely important for Jubilee if Jubilee has to retain power. Especially because of the numbers and the fact that the deputy president, who is a running mate for the current president as well. He relies on those numbers to be able to justify his position as a running mate. And therefore, we will not let him down. I know someone has talked about voter apathy, but it's not really true. I know our people. They come, people will be fired. Just look at the trip that the president and the deputy have been making around, even the opposition leaders. I mean, you see the turnout.
What's your plan for Kipkelion West? Time is not on our side.
I think you will need more time about that. But what I want to do is to complete some of the projects which I had started before and were ignored by the current, the current person who is holding the seat, especially delivery of, water to homes, ensuring that we have the value addition. That area is a rich agricultural area. And during my time, I was able to set up a coffee mill, and we need to work on the coffee, we need to work on the milk, and I think we need more time. If I have to tell you what I want to do.
All right. Yeah. But you're confident you'll get it?
I am extremely confident.
All right, Margaret Langat is eyeing the Kipkelion West parliamentary seat in the county of Kericho. We have been talking to Frank Moy as well, who is a coordinator for Jubilee in the county of Bomet. Also, Walter Chesang, political analyst, joining us live from Nakuru, and Abraham Kirwa, who is eyeing the Moso parliamentary seat, just trying to focus on some of the issues that will be shaping politics in the Rift Valley. Make sure to join us every Monday night here on Choice 2017 between 8 p.m. and 9 as we dissect the political issues in the run-up to the August 8th general election. Many thanks for joining us. I'm Ben Kitili. Bye for now. Up next is Monday Night News with Yvonne Okwara Matole. Don't go too far.